Alright, man, you read the title, you saw the thumbnail, and obviously you clicked on the video because you're watching right now. So, the Klay Thompson bill, man, straight up, Klay Thompson hand, this doesn't really matter. This is number 11. Obviously, point guard or shooting guard, but he did play the 2/the 3, so I'm gonna go with shooting guard. I'm at 6'6". I definitely went ahead and kept that weight, what it's at, because I want to be quick enough to keep up with those small guards. Um, and I did go with a 6'11" wingspan because I wanted that 90 mid-range. That's the main reason. I honestly want the 90 mid-range. That's how it really gets affected. I just want the 90 mid-range. But, I mean, it's Klay Thompson, so I feel like it's best we start out with the shooting, which obviously, you guessed it. We're going to max out that third ball in that mid-range because I want go to that shot. All right. That's honestly most important to me is go to that shot. I mean, you could even go a little lower, get that shifty. I mean, get that 91 mid-range if you want it, but it doesn't really matter. Like, or 93 mid-range. But I ended up going with 90. I ended up maxing that mid-range out in that third ball. And next, with the finishing, I'm pretty sure I went with like 75 and 70. Just because the cap breakers on this build actually are really nice. And for what I wanted the build to be, I honestly I wanted it to be like a lock that could shoot really well, like Klay Thompson. Honestly, straight up. Yeah, I just wanted to make a lock that could shoot really well, but I also wanted at the same time, I wanted you to have that game breaking defense because that's really important to me. I ended up going with a 90 speed and maxing that agility out. I mean, 89 speed and maxing that agility out. Because you can 90 and 90 is borderline 90, but you don't lose anything. Like I said, I want you to be fast enough to keep up with those guards. Um, that hide behind screens and tempo fade on you. And with that 90 agility and 89 speed, you can do that pretty easily. And then I went with a 70 strength. I'll show you guys why. Because I want a strong handle, because you can still dribble, you can still create your own shot, as you can see. And now for the honestly my favorite part of the build, the defense. I went with, I believe, a 94 perimeter because, as you can see, you can go challenge your butt. You can go 95 if you want it. Let me say, but I went with, okay, the reason I went 94 is because with 5 cap breakers, you're going to get a 99 perimeter. You get that legend challenger. And also for the sake of, I wanted the build to be able to do a little more because Klay wasn't necessarily one-dimensional. He wasn't like, the super all-around or anything, of course, but he also wasn't one-dimensional. So for that reason, that's why I went. I had to sacrifice a little, in the tiniest. I had to sacrifice a little bit, just in the tiniest. Um, I feel like it's pretty like, it's pretty accurate for a Klay Thompson build. And you can move stuff around. I'm gonna heavy on steal because I just feel like you gotta be able to steal the ball, and steals aren't really all that great this year. But for what they are, I did go with a 79 steal. 80 buttons, so you can still, you can still sig up as much, and obviously you shoot lights out. And I'm gonna always stress this, like the builds I make and upload are always gonna be templates. So you can either use the template or edit the template to your liking. Honestly, simple as that. You should have a little bit left over. You can put it on whatever. Put it on my rebound. You know what I'm saying? Just the build, all the badges. Pretty regular. You see the shades, Doug Christie, Jimmy Butler, and Derek White. Two-way off-screen shooter. My strengths are premier perimeter defender. Just wait without visible delay. Mid-range game always shows up. Forces defenses to sprint back. Weaknesses are below the rim finisher. I would wish the weaknesses were a little, just a little more like a little more accurate to Klay's play style. But it's hard. I'll go ahead and show you guys how the cap breakers work on this build. And then these are the cap breakers. You know, my math is correct. Um, with these cap breakers, you should get like an 80 something drive and dunk, which is enough for contacts. You know, put one cap breaker into this vertical. That's contacts right there. And like I said earlier, 5 cap breakers right here. You go from 94 to a 99. Even cap break that rebounding if you wanted to. That's strength. Even the layup. But I feel like it's actually a pretty accurate Klay Thompson build. You shoot lights out, and you're still gonna be able to get contacts, and obviously you're still gonna be able to play a lot. You can also cap break that speed if you want it. But yeah, you know, for what I wanted the build to be, I feel like I did it pretty well. Just wanted to make a lock that could shoot really well. That's what Klay Thompson is, and I feel like not only did I capture his playstyle well enough, I also the build does what I wanted to do. You know, but yeah, that's the Klay Thompson build. You know, one half of the Splash Bros NBA champion. I'll show you guys the body types too. You get toned, broad, and shredded. Obviously, broad is a little more accurate to Klay, of course. But yeah, that's the Klay Thompson build. Well, yeah, you know, came back to feed the streets. Um, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you on the next one, whenever that is. Y'all have a good one.